Welcome back, guys. In this session we are going to talk about variables, okay, and how they are used and declared and written in Python language. Okay, so now first let me take a variable like this a and assign a value integer 10 into that. Okay, and similarly I can use one more value, let's say b is equal to 20. Okay, and now in the print statement we can directly print the value of a plus b. Okay, so let's talk about the variable declaration and how we can use those declaration values inside the print statement as well. Okay, but if you want to store the value of a plus b inside a third variable, then we can do like this. Okay, c equal to a plus b, and in the print statement we can assign the c value. Okay, and let's print. We are going to get the same answer like this. Okay, but here if I say like this, okay, the sum of, okay, a and b is c. Okay, and then come here at the last and give semicolon like this. Okay, like this, plus, okay, like this, c. Okay, if I do this we are going to get error. Okay, because it will say we cannot concatenate a string value to a number value. Okay, see, that is what here we are getting a error message. Okay, but to rectify this we have to consider this string part, sorry, this number part c as a string value. Okay, so there is an str function, okay, string function, which we have to apply it on that variable c. Okay, then only we can concatenate this string part to this number part and consider string also, consider that c value also as a string. Okay, so now if I run this, okay, we are going to get the sum of a and b is 30. Okay, so let me add this a value, okay, as a variable, as a string variable using the str function. Okay, then again I will add a plus symbol, okay, and concatenate this and. Okay, then again I'll concatenate the str of b. Okay, then concatenate in double quotes I will say is, like this. Okay, now coming to the last, here I don't think once again here we have missed this plus symbol. Okay, now let's save it and let's run it. So here we are going to get the sum of 10 and 20 is 30. Okay, so these are the basic functionalities in Python language which you have to know. Okay, now coming to the other kind of operators. Okay, so we have arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, and all those things. So let us do one by one. So we can say like this, a minus b. Okay, and let's run the program, and a minus b we are going to get it as minus 10. So for multiplication we use star symbol, a star b. So let's save it and let's run the program, and we are going to get 200 as the answer. Okay, 10 into 20 it is doing. Okay, next up, okay, we have the division. Okay, first let me do like this. Okay, let me take the a value, okay, as 5, okay, and b value as 2. Okay, now if I say 5 divided by, means a divided by b, okay, 5 divided by 2. Okay, what this single forward slash, okay, will do is will give us the decimal place values. Okay, but if we use the double forward slash for division like this, okay, it is going to give us only the integer part. Okay, so let me just run this program and see, guys, it is like this. Okay, now let us take a string variable called as name. Okay, so let me write the name as John, like this. So name is John. Okay, and let's say we print the string value name. So if I run this program right now, so we are going to get John like this. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to say print, okay, name plus this name. Okay, I'm concatenating two string variables, okay, like this. So 2 times I'm going to get John. Okay, but I have not got any space in between John here. Okay, so what I will do, I will concatenate, okay, like this. string values I'm going to concatenate. Okay, so let's save this and let's run it again. See guys, now this time we are getting some space between the two variables. Okay, so now let's come to the multiplication of some strings. Okay, so what I will do, this name variable is there, multiplied 5 times. Okay, so now if I run this, okay, it is going to print John 5 times. Okay, so these are the tricks which are available in Python for us. Okay, if that is a string value also, we can do some kind of a mathematical calculation on the string itself. Okay, so let me just do this. Okay, now in this one I will show you one more operator. See, a star b will give me the multiplied value of a into b. Okay, but if I say a star star, okay, if I use double star and let's say I put 2 here, okay, it means a to the power of 2. Okay, here a is 5. Okay, it will give me the answer as 25. It will do the 5 square and it is going to give me the answer 25. But here if I say a star star 3, okay, let me do it in the next line. Okay, here if I say a star star 3, okay, then it is going to do 5 cube. Okay, so we are going to get 125. So this operation can be done by using double forward slash. This is the power option, guys. Okay, so this is how we can print, okay, do some calculations for numbers as well as strings. Okay, then we have some special characters, or you can also say as a escape sequence like backward slash n, backward slash t. Okay, so this will be used. Okay, so now let us say like this. Okay, I will have a string value, let's say s. Okay, so I will say like this: welcome to eCoders Python sessions. Okay, here, okay, after eCoders, let me put slash n over here. Okay, and let's save it and let's print the value of s. So now when I run this program, okay, see guys, here we are getting the value Python in the next line, and there is also a white space just before the Python, because here after this n value I have given a little bit of space. Okay, and just like that, if you want to use, you can use this slash t. Okay, slash t gives the number of tabs, that is number of white spaces. It's usually I think 4 spaces in Python. Okay, so if I save this, okay, let me remove off this slash n from here and let's use slash t itself. Okay, so now let's run this program and see guys, here we are going to get that much space, that is the equivalent of 1 tab. Okay, it is usually 4 spaces in Python. Now coming to the other types. Okay, let's say I have a word. Okay, and there is one more way of declaring a string is in single quotes. Okay, so I will say like this: this is the first session of the class, like this. Okay, and you can print the entire word. So let's save it and let's run it. Okay, see guys, this is coming like this. This is also a string. Okay, now strings can also be defined as like this. Okay, let me take s1 is equal to, we can do 3 double quotes. Okay, and say like this: this is for Python students. Okay, now when I give enter, okay, like this, I'll come to this location. Okay, and say this is for Java students, like this. Okay, and here let me say this is for Android developers. Okay, now come here and let us print the value of s1. So let us run this program and see guys how much spaces we have added here while typing s1. That much spaces you are going to see in the output screen as well. Okay, so same way, okay, if you do like this, I'm going to take another string s2, and this time I'm going to use 3 double quotes. Okay, and just like this only, let me add this string here inside this double quotes like this. Okay, so this is also going to serve the same purpose. So let us add, so let us write that in the print statement s2. So let us run this program. See guys, same number of white spaces will be appearing how much we have left over here. Okay, so these are few common terminologies and the methods in which you can assign few values. Okay, now coming to the declaration part of the variables. Now, as I've told you, you can declare a variable like this, okay, and name it as 10 or 20 or something like this. Okay, this is one way. Okay, but if suppose I'm storing some value, a name of a person, okay, like this, let me say John. Okay, so this is another type of declaring the variables. Now if I use underscore name is equal to let's say John itself. Okay, and let's print the value. Okay, like this, underscore name. Okay, so let's save it and let's run it. So it should say John. Okay, so a variable can be declared in this manner also. It can also start with an underscore also, but what it can't do is left side there can't be a number like this. Okay, and we are assigning any particular variable or a name to that like this. Okay, a variable cannot start with a number on the left side. Okay, it has to be a character. Okay, it can be a small character or it can be a capital one. Okay, so like this, a let me say a equal to John. Okay, so right now a is holding a string variable. So if I print a, okay, so let me run this. Yes, it is going to print a like this. Okay, but even uh, this can be declared like this. You can say a1 is equal to 10, okay, or a2 is equal to 20. This is also possible. Okay, but it has to start with an alphabet. Okay, and it can be it can be written in some long words also like this. Okay, time now is like this, time now is equal to this many minutes. Okay, let's say 30 minutes like this. Okay, so these are all the ways which you can declare a variable and use it in your programs. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this session guys. I'll see you in the next topics.